Good day, dear one, and welcome to Yatra Yoga channel. Today we talk about quitting the life you don't want. Here we go. So, if you are not happy, and I would say fully happy with the life that you are living right now, quit. Quit that life. You are the only one who can do it. If it's a job you don't like, if it's a relation you don't like, if it's a situation, a place you live, an environment, a situation, whatever it is that you don't want in your life, if you're not quitting that, who will? Nobody else than you. Nobody else than you have the power to quit. And this is what is beautiful. The reason for not doing it comes from the mind. The mind that is afraid of the unknown. So this is how the mind works. The mind do not trust what is beyond itself. The mind don't believe, does not have faith, and does not know the divine. The mind doesn't trust life. It trusts its own self. So how it works? It keeps repeating the same thing over and over again. It keeps manifesting the same situation and staying in those same situation again and again and again because it's afraid of the unknown. It's afraid of what it doesn't know. Because the mind think that as long as you stay inside what is comfortable, even if it's not pleasant, if it's known, there is a certain comfort in it. And the mind prefers that than jumping into the unknown where there's no control. So this is what keeps you doing repetitive, unpleasant situation. Staying in unpleasant situation. Because the mind is afraid. Once you know that, once you know you're not the mind, then you're aware. And then you understand the mechanic of the mind. Mind afraid of not controlling. Mind reproducing the same pattern of unhappiness, but unhappiness that is known is less scary than just unknown. So to quit the life you don't want, stop listening to the mind. Stop listening to the mind. It won't lead you where your hearts belong. Because your life resides in the unknown of the mind, but in the knowingness of the divine. And this is the whole play. This is the whole lila that we call the divine play, that to know and to experience the divine, there is a process. And to get into this process, we need to get out of the mind. And how to get out of the mind is this way. You don't listen to it. You start to jump out of the mind. Like, how do you jump over a cliff? You jump. You just do it. And you trust. What do you trust? You trust yourself. You trust life. That's the process. So to quit the life you don't want and live into your own happiness and bliss, there's this process of trusting. So you quit without knowing what's gonna happen. And by doing that, you risk. And by risking, you show the universe that you're ready to trust. Because when we risk, it takes courage. And courage is action from the heart. So when we risk, we have courage and we show trust. And the more we do that, the more we risk, the more we act with courage, the more we show trust, the more our belief of the divine starts to grow. And the more this belief is being transformed into faith. And the more faith is being transformed into actual experience. And then actual experience is transformed into knowing. And then there's a flow. There's a flow with life instead of being resisting or against the current of life. So you jump. It's like when you play a game, when you play a board game or any game, and you're not enjoying it truly, and you're not happy truly, what do? Some people, they keep playing that game. They're not happy, they're not really liking it, and you can see it. You can see they're not enjoying it. And then they lose, and they're not happy. And a couple of days goes by and they're like, I'm not gonna play that game anymore. It doesn't make me happy. And then a week or 2 weeks or a month go by or a year, and they'll play the same game again. The mind knows that game, and the mind is telling, oh, maybe it's gonna be different that time. And I know the rule, I know how it goes. It's pretty like stable ground, not risking a lot. In worst case, I'm gonna lose again, which I know how it feels. So it's okay, I'm in control. So you can do that. Or you just stop playing as soon as you realize. As soon as you realize you're not enjoying, you're not happy, you quit. You quit the life you don't want. You jump into the unknown. You trust that everything happened for a reason for you, even if you don't know, even if you don't see. So you quit, you jump, and you trust. And this is the discovery of the human experience. You stop being where you don't want to be. And how to start? Sometimes people are like, yeah, but how to start? So, here is how to start. Take the time to really acknowledge profoundly that you're not enjoying that game, that you're not enjoying that life, and that you have the power to change it, and that only you can do it, and that it's your responsibility. Everything is possible. Keep acknowledging that you don't want that situation. You don't want that job. You don't want that life. And you don't have to wait to be sick, in depression, or very unhappy. If you wait until then, it's okay too. But you don't have to. So, acknowledge. Let it sink inside you. Imprint it into your mind. This is not the life I want. First. So you know for sure. It's a truth. It is factual. Then, take the time to imagine the life you want. Because if you're not, if you keep complaining about your unhappiness and the life you don't want, this is the signal you're sending to your higher self and to the universe. It's going to keep reproducing again and again. You're just saying like, this is my reality. This is my reality. I don't want that. I'm not happy. It's just, this is the signal you send. So how to change that? Start imagining the life you want. Visualize it again and again and again. And put yourself there. Not in a far future. Put yourself there in this reality, in this life you want to live. And feel it. Feel it with love, joy, freedom, and gratitude. So you feel it and you feel it. In this way, you send this signal to the universe. And the universe receives that signal as a reality. You just keep doing this. You keep doing this. You visualize, you visualize, you visualize. You feel yourself there. You feel yourself there again and again and again. And you fill it with gratitude, love, happiness, and freedom and joy. And you let go. Every time you finish your visualization, you let it go. You let it go. Not knowing how it's going to happen, trusting. And then you show the universe that you're ready to risk. You do your best to get there every day without trying to control how things are gonna happen. You just do your best. You take risk, you jump, you move forward, you give gratitude, knowing it is being manifested. And the more you know it's being manifested, the more you feel this is your actual life, the more you will live it. Because your being won't be aligned anymore with the life you don't want. So you slowly adjust and align yourself by jumping after jumping after jumping after jumping, trusting, confidence, belief, faith, actual experience, and knowing you align yourself with your happiness, and you realize you can prepare yourself. You can prepare yourself. If it's a big jump, for example, like, okay, I don't want that job, I will quit. I'm quitting that job. And you imagine yourself doing something else. Yes, you can prepare yourself. And at the same time, not too much. Don't wait until you have enough money. Don't wait until everything is figured out. Don't wait until you have the good word to tell your boss or your family or your relationship. Do it, and the faster you're doing it, the faster you're merging yourself with a new reality. Prepare yourself, but not too much. And the reason why I'm telling you not to prepare too much is because if you wait until everything is figured out, if you wait until you have enough money, if you wait until the perfect timing, first, it's never gonna happen. It's the mind who's telling you, oh, wait, because the mind is comfortable into what is known. And the mind won't bring the perfect situation for you to quit. And why is that? Is because there's something greater than the mind, the divine or the consciousness. And the play is not for the mind to figure everything out. The play is to jump into the unknown, into the hands of the divine, into the emptiness. And this is where bliss is. It's not into controlling everything. It's into the not knowing how and being surprised by our higher self, by consciousness. And if we try to figure everything out, then we don't get into that blissful state, because we don't allow trust to become faith, and faith to become experience, and experience to become knowing. and realization. And this is the beauty of it. So once you get that, once you understand that to access your true self, you have to jump into trust and let go of the mind. Start with small things if you want, and then you build up your experience of consciousness and of the divine. And hazard will become coincidence, and coincidence will be synchronicity. And then you can taste the whole tapestry of the universe and enjoy it. So, with that, quit the life you don't want and jump into the unknown and be received by the beauty of the divine, of your own higher self, and enjoy and live. Live beyond limits. Live beyond the mind. Live into your heart. Surrender. Surrender into something greater. Surrender into something greater. If there's no surrender, there's no realization. It is with surrender that there is freedom. It is with surrender that there is love. It is with surrender that there is blissfulness. Surrender into the existence of life. And know that what is in your heart is your highest calling and aspiration. And you are the hero of that journey. On that, I wish you a wonderful day. Blessings, love, and light.